What's up everyone, this is M-Falcon from M-Falcon Gaming, here to bring you another Pokemon Go video. So for this one, it's going to be a follow-up to my previous video where I looked at Pokemon that you can use your TMs on. And for this one, we're going to be looking at 6 legendary Pokemon. Those will be Rayquaza, Kyogre, Raikou, Groudon, Articuno, and Mewtwo. So we're going to be looking at the different moves, what sets you can run, and what they're useful for. So alright, let's go ahead and kick it off. So the first legendary we're going to be looking at is Rayquaza. The best dragon type in the game by far. Is a dragon and flying type, so the dual typing, and its stats are very impressive, especially that attack stat at 284. So having the right moves on Rayquaza is going to be taking a look at the moves that he can have. Air Slash and Dragon Tail for the fast moves. Charge moves, Outrage, Aerial Ace, and Ancient Power. So, a couple different things you can do with Rayquaza. Just as a pure Dragon type attacker, Dragon Tail and Outrage is going to be the best. And actually, Dragon Tail and Outrage, Rayquaza or Dragonite is actually a very good attacker against pretty much any raid boss. It deals a lot of damage overall. Even if it's not weak to Dragon per se, it will still deal a lot of damage. It's a good generalist. Another thing you can do is flying moves. So Air Slash and Aerial Ace, a good set against fighting type Pokemon, so Machamp raids. If you're low on psychic types, you can go flying with Rayquaza. And then if you are battling other flying dragon types, you will want Dragon Tail and Ancient Power. That's another good one. Or you can go Dragon Tail Outrage, again, for the higher DPS overall. So Rayquaza is a pretty versatile Pokemon. You can use it for pretty much what you need. Its best use is a dragon attacker. So Dragon Tail Outrage is what I would recommend. Alright, so the next legendary we're going to be looking at is Groudon. Groudon is a pure ground type, has another very good attack stat at 270, and a really high defense stat at 251. The stamina is not too bad, so you're going to want movesets that complement how tanky it is. So looking at his moves, you have Mudshot, Dragon Tail as its fast moves, and Solar Beam, Earthquake, and Fire Blast as its charge move. So what I like personally is Mudshot, Earthquake as a pure ground attacker. Now Earthquake does take a little bit to load up. It does deal a lot of damage, but it is a 1-bar charge move, so you're gonna want the stab from Mudshot in order to gain a little bit more energy a little quicker and then get off those earthquakes. So you're gonna want Mudshot, Earthquake if you want Groudon as a pure ground attacker. Another good move set to do is Mudshot Solar Beam, which I believe will be its highest damage per second. Yes, Dragon Tail. So it's right there, top 2. Dragon Tail, Solar Beam, Mudshot, Solar Beam. Very versatile. Alright, so for the next Pokemon, we're going to be looking at Kyogre. Kyogre is a pure water type Pokemon with stats that are the exact same to Groudon. 270 attack, 251 defense, 182 stamina. So, very good Pokemon overall. So let's take a look at those moves. So for a fast move, just Waterfall. It's the only move it can learn right now. Charge move, Blizzard, Thunder, and Hydro Pump. So as a pure water type attacker, Waterfall and Hydro Pump is what you're going to want. Other uses, you could use them against other water type Pokemon, so Water and Thunder, and then against Flying, Dragon, types that are weak to Ice, Blizzard would be a good choice there as well. Again, with that high attack stat, all these moves, even though Blizzard and Thunder won't have stab, they'll still deal a lot of damage based on Kyogre's high attack. So very good Pokemon. So the next Pokemon we're going to be talking about is Raikou. Raikou is a pure electric type Pokemon with another very good attack stat at 241. The defense isn't too bad as well at 210, and stamina is 180. So very well-rounded Pokemon as far as stats are concerned. The moves you're going to want, actually before I get into that, fast moves, Thunder Shock, Volt Switch, charge moves, Thunder, Wild Charge, Thunderbolt. So all very good moves, but Volt Switch as a fast move deals a lot more damage than Thunder Shock. So any Raikou, I would immediately fast TM over the Volt Switch. That 24 damage, significantly higher than the 6 damage Thunder Shock gives you. The charge moves is where it gets interesting. Thunder deals a lot of damage, but it's 1 bar charge. Wild Charge is actually the best ideal move for Raikou because it is a 2 bar charge move, I believe. Yeah, 2 bar charge at 108 damage overall. Now, Thunderbolt, I believe, is also 2, but it's 96, so there's a slight difference in damage overall there. But Wild Charge is generally accepted as the better move. So Volt Switch, Wild Charge is the move set you want on Raikou. Alright, so since we're talking about legendary Pokemon, we have to talk about the Team Mystic mascot, Articuno. My bird, my favorite legendary bird. So, Articuno, Ice and Flying type. Attack stat 192, defense at 249, and stamina 180. So a little lower on attack, but a little more tankier as far as its defense. So the moves, here's where it gets pretty interesting, at least in my opinion. Frost Breath, that's not the interesting part. One fast move, Frost Breath, don't have to worry about it. The charge moves between Blizzard and Ice Beam, that's kind of the debate in my opinion. Ice Beam, yes, it is a 2 bar charge move, 108 damage, that's really good. But Blizzard, being on a defensive type Pokemon like Articuno, it is gonna charge up a little quicker. Your Articuno will last a little longer because of its defense, and then you'll be able to get off at least 2 Blizzards, which is still really good, obviously. 156 damage, twice, over 300 damage. Don't even bother Icy Wind, get rid of that. I can see the argument for Ice Beam because it is a 2 bar charge move. You're going to want that over and over. Still 108 damage for 2 bar charge move, still really good, but I do like Blizzard in my opinion. But if you're just looking for the best ideal moveset for Articuno, for raids, for attacking gyms, it's going to be Frost Breath, Ice Beam. Alright, so for the last Pokemon we're going to be talking about, of course, it's going to be Mewtwo. Mewtwo, best Pokemon in the game by far. So, Mewtwo, just a Psychic-type Pokemon, 300 attack, 182 defense, 193 stamina. So, high attack stat. That's gonna come into play when I get into the moves. Keep that in mind. If you are looking to take on fighting type Pokemon, Confusion and Psychic are your best bet. Now, Psychic isn't the best Psychic charge move, but it will still deal a lot of damage, 120. And Confusion is a really good fast move for the Psychic type. Now, say you don't want to use Mewtwo against fighting types, you want to use him as just a straight up attacker, high DPS. Confusion and Shadow Ball is going to be your best bet for high damage consistently against any Pokemon. If you go on to Pokebattler, you're actually going to see, just put in any legendary raid boss or any high tier raid boss, and you're going to see Mewtwo in there somewhere with either Confusion, Shadow Ball, or Confusion Focus Blast, depending. So if you're looking for more uses outside of going against fighting types and just as an overall attacker, To use against psychic types, he's really good too. You're going to want Psycho Cut and Shadow Ball. Psycho Cut, just because it charges up Shadow Ball a little quicker, and then obviously Shadow Ball, strong against psychic types because it's a ghost type move, a lot of damage. 2-bar charge move, if I remember clearly. Yep, 2-bar charge. It's going to be great against normal types and dark types, which dark types are strong against Mewtwo. You're going to want Psycho Cut, Focus Blast. I guess you could also make an argument for Confusions just because it does more damage, but I guess it depends the dark type you're going against. But anything that's not weak to Psychic, I personally just go to Psycho Cut. But Focus Blast, as you can see, 140 damage, great move just to take out the Blissies and the Snorlaxes that are in gyms. It's also just a great attacking move overall. Again, going back to Poke Battler, you will see it with Shadow Ball or Focus Blast against many of the different raid bosses we had.